Another update episode, and we're digging a little bit back here. We're dipping a little bit back, and so if you're wondering what topics are we tackling on this one, some of the updates I haven't talked about in years. First one, which I haven't talked about in years, is J Israel. So you haven't heard me say talk about J Israel or give an update on J Israel in a minute, and so. Yeah, do like the video. We're going back. We're going back. So there is an update that I want to do on J Israel. And the second update is going to be on Brother Enigma. There is a recent appearance that he is possibly going to be doing. I'm not sure. But it's going to be interesting either ways. And the other update, it's a very recent one. Pope Leo, the new Pope, has been taking some stands which have caused the American media to go crazy. People are going wild over some of the things that he said at his inauguration speech. And I thought, let's go over there, talk about it all. So the first update, let's go to J Israel. So you might be wondering, where is J Israel? What's he been up to? A couple of days back, about 30 days back, almost missed it, J Israel got baptized. And so you may be wondering, Haibo, he got baptized? Yep. He was being baptized by Ed Branson and so forth. So they did the baptism here. And so in his caption concerning this baptism, he said, I am I'm no longer there anymore. It's not a new chapter. It says, best decision I've ever made. It says, next phase, becoming an ordinary church member, while I focus on my new appointment as a chairman of the Harare Economic Forum and business and my worship ministry. So I guess he's singing music. That's the direction you kind of like gonna see him on. He says he is not going to be preaching anymore. He's retired at the moment to focus on a new appointment. So he did mention the name of it there, and I guess this is the letter of that appointment, stating that he's been appointed as the chairman of the Harare Economic Forum over there, Mr. Jacob Dube. So, yep, that is the latest on J Israel. He's not doing ministry anymore. You're only going to see him possibly when he does his music, and he's going to be a thing. So I guess that's where the baptism comes in, and that's what we were seeing on that video that was published on his Facebook. This was about 30 days back or so from the time when I am actually making this video. Interesting. And so that is the update. And the second update comes from Enigma, as I mentioned. Enigma, there was a picture that came out as Lemo posted it. And it is this picture right here. Enigma was at Change Radio. And so you might have seen me shooting the particular place where he is. That's Change Radio. That's Ntatem Koto's studio. And so Enigma was over there. And so there is possibly going to be maybe an episode. And I'm saying there's possibly going to be an episode because Ntatem Koto is wearing his military gear. He mostly wears that if he's shooting an episode or something like that. So there's possibly going to be an episode with Enigma. Now, the interesting part is Ntatem Koto has his own experience. And so it's going to be interesting to hear what content is going to come out from that over there. And so that is the latest on Enigma. So I'll give you an update when that episode does come out, if there is an episode, or maybe he was just visiting. I don't know. Now, the last part goes to the Pope, the new Pope. You may be wondering, what is it that he said at his inauguration that is causing the media to go crazy? Crazy. Pope has recently put out his stance on and trust me, it's not what they were expecting. It's not what they were expecting. So basically, he went to the traditional views. Yeah. That they were not expecting that. They thought maybe he's going to further the cause, advocate for gay marriage and whatnot. The man them was not having that. I don't know what they thought concerning this part here. I don't know how do they figure a person who's, who might not argue, we might not believe Catholicism is Christianity, but at the end of the day, they take certain things from thingy, so they are closer to it. You can kind of put it like that. And so I don't know how any religion can have this approved. I just don't get it. You read the Bible and you come to the conclusion that this should be approved. That's weird. And so the pontiff had some things to say, and I'll tell you why, which is something that maybe some people might not even be aware of. What's the point for them? What's the point with the Catholic and the Pope and the whatnots, right? The Pope is kind of like the leader, the head of that church. And then what he says goes down to local churches within the diocese. They call them dioceses, like where you have the bishops, and that bishop watches over many other churches and so forth. So that's how this entire thing. So the Pope says something, it goes down to the diocese, and then it spreads through a thing. And so Pope stands on and in his inauguration speech, diplomatic data in Friday address, he affirmed the church's definition of family as being the sense of what? Union between man and woman. They were not expecting that one. Now, let's be very clear here. Maybe later on he might come out and say, you know what? That is the church core definition. They will allow whatever they allow, because Francis was very loose on these particular things. And so he might come out and say, other people outside, they might hold to that and thingy, but as a church, we hold to this. And so that would kind of like solidify that you're not going to be seeing any Catholic church officiating LGBT thingy and whatnot. So he says both unborn children and elderly inherit dignity as the creation. So basically, he is against this word here. Okay, he is against. That is what you expect. Now, people were outraged on social media and on Facebook and on everywhere where people are, where there's people, they were outraged. I saw a video from The View. You should go check it out. Their reaction to the Pope saying stance on LGBT thingy. It's wild. It's worth comedy. It's worth the comedy. If you have 10 minutes of your day that you can waste, I repeat, 10 minutes of your day that you can afford to waste, you should go check it out over there, because you can see the way they dread his stance, because they know it will influence a lot of people. And yes, there are people that are very excited, particularly commentators who are Catholic, who are thinking, who do not take those stands, who do not take this whole new stance that you see the Presbyterian Church taking and the Anglicans taking of on this particular two subjects. So there is a lot more people that are very happy with that, who are not for those things. And so that took people by surprise, because they thought maybe he's going to further the Pope Francis' ideas. Nope. The man them said, no, we don't do that. We're not standing that. The human dignity, every single child and adult have human dignity. That's the position you expect. That should be what is expected and normal. But I don't know why people keep looking at the church and expecting worldliness out of it. You should expect high standards. Y'all tell me your thoughts concerning any of this particular subject. It's the Rick Shiali Show, daily Christian commentary videos. Other episodes done to be down in the pink comments, and I'm gonna check you out over there.